Hey guys, it's Chris from Double Eagle Gunworks, and we're out here on the range today, and we're going to be looking at the Ruger Wrangler. This is a little single-action 22 long rifle revolver that Ruger came out with a couple years ago now. It comes in several different finishes, but this one is a single-action 6-shot revolver. So we're just going to test it out today and see how it does. Just like all single action revolvers, you've got the loading gate here on the side, so you have to turn the cylinder to be able to load each one of the rounds, and then to eject it you use the ejector rod here, and it has to come out and eject each round individually, unlike the double action revolver where the cylinder swings out. It makes it a lot easier to get to it. It's a little bit aggravating having to load the thing like this. So it's when you have to load each one of them individually, it takes a little bit longer, and it's not near as quick as being able to drop them into the swing out cylinder. Okay, so go ahead and close the loading gate and just rotate the cylinder a little bit to make sure that it's locked in place, that it's in time with the trigger. Now on this one, you don't have really much of a rear sight other than that groove there in the top of the back strap. And then you just got the blade up front, so it's not a real complex sighting system. You're just looking down the top of the top strap there down to the blade. So let's see how she does. And with the 22, it's hard to see the holes. Okay, it looks like I'm going a little left with it. That's better. I've had issues with this ammo before. It doesn't like it. I've got a little Ruger SR22, and it doesn't like it either. But we did have a primer strike there on the side of the case, but it didn't go off, so we'll try it again. And if it doesn't go off the second time, then this evidently is a dud. But the gun itself, the gun shoots good. Of course, with the 22, there's not going to be any recoil hardly anyway, but recoil is very minimal. The gun is pretty easy to point and get it kind of where you're wanting to go. So it's a nice little gun, good little plinker gun. Okay, so when you're loading the single action, you've got to open that gate, and then you push the round into the cylinder, and then you have to rotate the cylinder after every shot, or after every time you load one, just to be able to get it to all the different holes in the cylinder. So you got to just rotate the cylinder manually as you're loading the gun. Then you close that loading gate, and then make sure that the cylinder is timed correctly, is locked in place, so there's not any wiggle in the cylinder. So now it's ready to shoot. But again, with this being a single action, you can't just pull the trigger and get anything to happen with the gun. You have to cock the hammer back manually every time, with it being a single action revolver. Okay, so evidently that first go around with that one cartridge just didn't have a solid primer strike on it, or just a little bad spot in the primer, but it went off the second time, so it functioned like it was supposed to. So now to get the cases back out, you use the ejector rod here, and it pushes each one of the cases out as you rotate the cylinder around. So you have to line up the cylinder with the ejector rod, and it pushes out each one of the cases. The Ruger Wrangler is not going to be anything that you'd use for self-defense, but for a little plinking gun, go out, have fun on the range, and shoot cans or shoot targets or something like that. Great little gun for that. And for somebody that you're just trying to get into shooting, like maybe if you're trying to get your kid to learn to shoot, this would be a good gun to start practicing with for something like that, because it is just a 22. It's pretty simple to operate, so it'd be a good fun gun to be able to play with when you're trying to teach somebody how to shoot, because there's not going to be any recoil that they got to worry about, and it's pretty easy to sight this gun and get it on target. Okay, so it's a lot of fun to shoot, and I mean it's a nice little gun for the money. It's a good plinking gun, just something to have around, to have fun with, be able to go out and just shoot whatever kind of little targets you want to. You can shoot it at steel if you want to, and just have a little bit of a ding going on. But it's a fun gun, it's worth the money. And Ruger's got a nice little plinking gun here in the Ruger Wrangler. So check out doubleeaglegunworks.com for more information, and like and subscribe down at the bottom. Talk to you later.